Guys, how are you guys doing? I hope everyone is doing well. So I came across a bunch of videos where these people had a lot to say but our community, but there was this one lady that really got under my skin. Yeah, so let's look at it.
So, in case you did not know, Somalis are notorious for looting, stealing, their piracy, very well known for. They marry children, they don't have women's rights, women can't vote. And when you import a bunch of them into the middle of Minnesota in our country, they're going to do the same thing. They are going to steal. They are going to. It's so crazy that we've done this. They're not going to assimilate. They are just going to find a stronghold of a shared community of values that they have, Somali values in a Western culture, and they're going to do the same thing. They're going to cut off female genitalia because 99% of Somali women have done that, or I guess had that done to them. They are going to steal. Again, what do you think of when you think of Somalia? Piracy. Which is exactly what we are seeing, because in case you did not know, there is currently a massive investigation into this Medicaid fraud.
Okay, so few of us stole, yeah, and we become looters, like all of us. Our whole community become looters. That's what you're saying now. Aren't you guys professional looters? You really calling us notorious for looting? Like you really say like the Somali community, like 200,000 of us are literally like looting you guys, like every single one of you guys. Like what have they stolen from you? Like I really want to know what they have stolen from you. Do you know any Somali that have stolen anything from you? You calling us notorious for looting. Do you know your culture? Do you know your people? Since you name calling us, you name called us, you know what? I'm not going to be politically correct too. Just like your president said. You white people are notorious for looting. How about that? And it's in the history books. How about that? You're talking about few millions that few of us that broke the law have taken. But did you know that you guys are professional looters? How about that? Professional thieves. That is you guys. That is white people. Can you talk about that? Can you mention for a minute, come out and denounce that? How about you condemn that? Can you condemn what is going on in Venezuela right now? That you guys, literally, your president is bragging about, taking every single thing that, resource that Venezuela belongs to. Rich countries drained 152 trillion from the global south since 1960. That's what it says here. They might say, oh, Al Jazeera, yeah, we know you guys. You guys are trying to be politically correct here, Al Jazeera. But I'm not going to be. That's literally what you guys do. 152 trillion. White countries have stolen 152 trillion dollars from the global south. That's what I have for you. How is that? Is that notorious enough for you? Of our people back, where this man, this white dude, this man did all of this, and his people and his soldiers, and then look at this. Who do you think did this? Who do you think, which race did that? Because you're here, like you really think you're on a high moral ground where, this land that you're bragging about, our government that you're saying, this land you're standing, it was stolen. And then you have stolen people to actually build it. And you really think you're on a high moral ground. You really think you're the one with the good morals. You guys are the good people. And another thing about, you said, oh yeah, they marry children. How about, you know what? How about you talk about, what's in the Epstein files? How about you talk about that? How about you talk about how your president is in those files? How about you mention that for once? This movie, you want me to show you this? There's this movie, Spotlight, where literally you guys abusing kids, little boys have been abused by the Catholic Church. Are you gonna talk about that? And you think you guys have good morals? Let's finish the rest of it. Let's see what else you have to say.
Community in our country. They're making fraudulent claims, fraud scheme amongst the Somali community in our country. They're making fraudulent claims and they are stealing from the taxpayers. They're stealing from our government. And if that wasn't bad enough, it has been reported that we are the largest funder of Al-Shabaab, their terror group back in Somalia. Yeah, they've been...
You know what? You know what? For once, you actually say something true. America is the largest funder of Al Shabaab. Thank you for saying it. Thank you for confirming that. Thank you. You for once, you know what? I will give you credit. Thank you. For I think you had a moment of Freudian tongue slave. That's what you had, I think. You literally admitted how you guys have funded Al Shabaab. You just admitted that. You know what? How about you also come out and admit how you guys are funding every terrorist group back in those nations, like in the global south, in the Middle East? How about you mention, the terrorist groups that the white countries have funded, that they continue to fund to this day? Al Shabaab, who is funding? White nations, white people. Who is funding Boko Haram? White nations, white people. Who is funding ISIS? White people are funding ISIS. Who is funding all of this? Taliban. White people have funded Taliban. Al Qaeda, whatever you want to call them. You guys are funding all of those groups to destabilize colored people. And then when we come here, then you're saying, oh, you guys are looting. When you guys are literally looting whole governments, like literally looting countries, tearing people apart. And you really think you are on a high moral ground, like you can say, oh, look at these people, they're stealing from us.
Defrauding the US government and then sending it to our enemy. And we are at work paying for it. Calling this out, it's not racist, it's not xenophobic, it's not being anti-Somali, it's saying, hey, I actually think Western culture, the freedoms that we have, are superior. I would much rather live in a country where I have a voice, where I can vote, where my genitals aren't removed.
Oh, you think your culture is superior? Alcoholism is superior. Yeah, porno is superior. OnlyFans, that is superior. Then tell us, why is it, if you really think we're inferior, why is it your women are becoming Muslims, joining the inferior cultures that we have? Why is it they're becoming Muslims? You tell me, white women are the ones that are becoming the most Muslims. You tell us why that is. Why are they embracing this inferior culture that we have? You think you have everything superior, oh, Western culture, just a white culture. So like you said, yeah, it's you're not being anti-Somali, you're not being racist, whatever. Same goes from me. I'm not being racist, just stating facts. How about that? I am stating facts that white people have done the most heinous crimes on this planet, that you guys have looted. You guys literally destroyed nations so that you can benefit. And maybe that's why you have all of these issues, the alcoholism, the drug, and all of this, where your people are confused. Godless nations. That's why you have sodomites. That's what you have. And then you complain about, oh yeah, these immigrants, they're having too many kids. Why can't you have too many? Why can't you have kids? Who is stopping you from that? Is it because your women are becoming that and your men are becoming that? That's why. Maybe it's because of what you're looting from us and destroying what we had. Maybe God is then doing that from because that's what God does. You destroy another people, he will make sure he destroys yours. That's what he does. So yes, you were destroying us, and then God is going to do that to your people. Low infertility. How about that? And then your doctors will then come in and ask a woman, hey, you know what? Close the shop. Don't have any more kids. Wait for whatever, however amount. Just, just stop having kids, because you've had 4 already. You see the issues that you guys have? You can't even fix your own, then you're pointing fingers at other people.
Where I could wear what I want, practice what religion I want. I think that's a superior way of life. And the people in Somalia do not think that's a superior way of life.
No, we
They're
don't.
coming here to change it and expecting anything else from a group of people that have not changed in their home country, and then bringing them here and thinking they're going to change here. It's insane. It's insanity. And
wait. Okay, tell me this. Like, literally, this is the idiotic thing that I can't understand. How is it 200 million of you guys, 200 million of whites in this nation? How can people that are not even 250,000 going to change 200 million people? Like, seriously, I want you to actually come out and tell me this. Answer this for me. How are people that are not even 250,000 going to change 200 million of you whites? How are we going to do that? Like, seriously, you tell me that. Maybe because maybe this is what you guys have done. How you guys are colonized us. 200,000 of you guys came to our lands where we were millions, and then we trusted you guys, and then with your guns, and then you put us in captives. Maybe that's what you think we're gonna do. This fear that 200,000 people are going to change 200 million people. Like it doesn't even make sense. How is that? Like, can you tell us? Is it because your great whatever parents, whatever grandfathers did that to us Africans back home, and then you think we're gonna do that? Like like you really think like because this I can't understand.
It's going to be the end of our freedoms. We cannot tolerate a group of people who do not tolerate our freedoms. It's not racist, that's not xenophobic to say. It's the truth, and we better start saying it. And the option of doing nothing about this isn't there. Bye-bye. Thank you.
So, well, again, I'm not being xenophobic, I'm not being racist, yeah? I think you whites have done the most heinous crimes on colored people. The most heinous crimes. You guys have done the most heinous crimes on Africans and on colored people. That is, I'm not being racist. I'm not being xenophobic. I'm not being anti-white. You understand it? I'm not being anti-pale. You understand it? I just think you guys should own up the crimes that you guys have committed. It will never be achieved by anyone. Never be achieved. I don't think any other ways can actually achieve the crimes that you guys have done, because we don't even have that in us. We don't even have that this thing that you guys have, where it's easy for you guys to take out people. We don't even have that. We don't, like, literally, like, one of you kids loses their mind, they just take one and then go to a school or go to a park or go to a concert or whatever, and then people. We don't even have that in us. Like, if we, Somalis are notorious, all of this, Somalis are bad, yeah? Like, tell us what is happening in Gaza. Like, can you tell us? Where, these people have been decimated, the land have been, like, literally level grounded. A whole city, whole nation have been level grounded. Who did that? Whites did that. You whites have done that. Not a single African did that. We don't even have that in us. The Asians, the yellow man doesn't even have that in them. The browns don't have that in them. It's just you, pale skin. I don't even know what it is, but you guys are it's I don't know. Like come back to God. Go back to God. Ask for forgiveness. It's not too late. Ask for forgiveness. I'm done here. I'm out. I'm out. So go ahead, respond back. Tell us what you think about what is going on in Venezuela. Tell us what how your president is bragging about that. Respond to my claims where you folks have stolen like literally $152 trillion out of Africa, out of South America, and Asia. The Arab countries. So tell us what you think about that. Like, and also, what do you make about this question that I posed to you? Like, how are you whites able to just take out people's lives like that? Like, how easy is it for you guys? Like, what is going on here? Please do tell us, because we're literally confused. We're literally going like, how do you guys do it? And then you guys turn around and then complain about, whatever that you guys have done. Like, how do you guys keep up with this? How do you guys keep up? How do you guys sleep? Like, if I'm literally, wallahi, I'm telling you this. I swear to God, that's what it means. Yeah, you guys will think, oh yeah, he's saying something now. That's what it means. Run away with it. Yeah. So tell me this. How are you guys? I really want to know. And how do you guys sleep at night? Because if I tell one lie, I do not sleep for a week. I don't. It bothers me. It bothers me until I come clean. How do you guys keep up with taking people's lives, destroying nations, and then on top of that, obviously creating all of this, terrorist groups or whatever. And then on top of that, saying, oh yeah, they did that, lying about it, even though you guys did it. How do you guys sleep at night? How? Are you guys like, what is going on here? Come back to God. Come on, cry to God. Like, come back from this. Like, really, come back from that. And you guys then question, why are our kids becoming this? Why are we not having kids? Because that's that's Allah saying, you know what? This is how many you guys did, and then I'm gonna, subtract you guys from this side. That's Him doing that. Come back, come back. And then you idiots that are actually worried about, oh yeah, great replacement or whatever. Go ahead, marry your woman. Like, I don't want them. Because she said something about, oh, they don't assimilate. I don't want you. I do not want none of your women. I don't want them. I've never had them, and I don't plan to having them. I do not want your woman. Why are you insisting that we assimilate to you? Why are you insisting that we mix in with you? We don't want to mix in. We love a woman. We want to stay with them. Why do you insist you want some color? Is that what it is? You're not getting from me. Not from me, at least. Okay? So stop, please. The guys that are complaining about replacement, whatever theory, or the guys that are complaining, the guys that don't want, colored man going after their woman. Please, you pale-skinned man, come on out and tell this woman not to ask for us. We don't want you. We don't want your woman. Please keep her in line here, yeah? Keep her in line. And then marry these ladies and then have a bunch of kids with them. Like, what are you guys pointing the finger at? Like, we are men just like you guys. Just, if we can have, why can't you guys have kids as many as you guys want? Who's stopping you guys from having kids here? Like, I really want to know. Who is stopping you guys from having kids? It was this lady, like, I'm talking to the other day, like, I'm like, hey, just, stumbled upon this thing that is going on. I'm like, hey, like, how many kids you had? Like, she said 1. I'm like, is there an immigrant that is stopping you from having kids? Because this idea that, oh yeah, they're trying to replace us. Why can't you guys have kids? And then you know what she said? She's like, oh, life is expensive. This is expensive. So you don't think it is expensive for us too? You don't think it's expensive for us? Maybe if you guys just stopped consuming a lot of bullshit. Oh, Christmas, you gotta buy gifts. Oh, Thanksgiving, you gotta buy this. Valentine's Day, whatever, you gotta buy this. There's this holiday, you gotta buy that. Oh, there's this. Oh, birthdays, if you gotta buy this. Oh, Mother's Day, you gotta buy this. Father's Day, you know what? Mother's Day is the only thing that I can actually support. And Father's Day, that's it. Those two, I can support actually. You understand it? All of this other bunch of holidays that you guys have, I think that should stop. That's where your money is going to, Christmas. And obviously, these big corporations, they don't care for you idiots. They don't care for you guys. Yeah? They don't, because they want you guys to keep coming and consume more. Macy's will open the doors and say 50% off, and there is no percent off. Maybe just if you guys can just think for a moment, you want to save money and raise your kids, whatever, and have as many kids as you want, just stop consuming all of this BS about birthdays, whatever. You know what? Birthdays should be canceled, and like I say, the mother should be celebrated that day because she's the one that went through all of that hell, and the father, obviously, because he was, right there, not doing anything. You understand it? So you guys maybe should stop that. Stop doing birthdays, Christmas days, Thanksgiving days, July 4th holidays, all of this BS. If you stop that and instead you save that money and then have, 2 more kids or 3 more kids, we're not stopping you guys from having kids. I would love to see a bunch of white kids running around, I wouldn't mind that. I love kids. You understand it? So stop complaining about immigration and this and that, because you guys have destroyed our nations, and then we come here and because your politicians are the ones that actually, bringing us in. You understand it? And then after they win, they bring us in, Election comes in, they say, oh yeah, the immigrants are bad. And then election goes away, and then they bring us some more. After destroying our nation, that is, yeah? They destroy our nation, bring us in, election comes in, and then they say, oh yeah, a bunch of immigrants are coming in, we gotta take them back, take them back. To get your votes, you idiots. It is to get your votes. And then election is over, they got your votes, and then we gotta destroy this nation. We want some oil from Venezuela. And then they destroy Venezuela. And then they bring in the immigrants so that they can compete, you idiots. Did they bring us in to compete, you guys? After destroying our nation, they take the money, like Venezuela, they're going to take all of that, 18 trillion, whatever, barrels or whatever, that's what they're saying. Yeah. That money goes to those politicians. You're not getting none of it. Yeah. And then what happens? They're going to bring in those immigrants because they feel a little bit bad about what they did to that nation. So they're going to bring in few to compete you. To compete, you white idiots. And you're the one that is doing, that is cleaning the shower at the truck stop. I saw you, man. I really saw you. And then you go onto Twitter and say, oh, your immigrants are bad. I saw you clean that shower. I was there. I was the one that was waiting for the shower. That pilot. I was there at the pilot. I was there at the flying jet. I was there at the TA. You were cleaning the bathroom. How is it that I just came, learned this language, got my CDN on all of this, and then come in and I'm the one that is applying myself? You just stuck there. You're in your land. You have the language. Like literally, you were born with that language. What have you learned, man? What have you achieved? It's still stuck there. Living under your mama's basement, and you coming in, you guys, and then saying, oh yeah, there's immigrants. All right, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. Hit that notification bell so that we can make better content next time. Yeah. All right, take care now. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, Somalis. Be safe out there and fight back. And come on, guys, fight back. These people just like human beings, okay? I know some of us say, oh, it can't be human beings because of, the rate at, of the heinous crimes that we can't understand. Sometimes we question whether they're humans, but they are humans. Yeah, we just don't know how they're able to do what they do, what they're professional, world class. That's what we say as footballer, people that watch football. Yeah, they are world class at heinous crimes, at committing heinous crimes, and then turning around and making themselves victims. Oh, immigrants coming in. Oh yeah, this terrorist group. They're the ones that did it, and then they complain about it. They turn around and say, oh yeah, they did this. We can't understand. Yeah, I get it. I get it, guys. So yeah, fight back. They're humans again. Humans just like us. Just have conversation with them. Like, eyes, whatever. They confront you. Hey, like, tell me what you want from me. That's it. Stand up for yourself, man. Do not be afraid. Nothing to be afraid of. Human just like you. Let's do this. All right. Assalamu alaikum. Our men come out and be, the shield of our kids and our women. We gotta be this. We gotta be the shield of our women and our kids. All right. I'm gonna end it there.